Hi everyone, I have decided to remake Madeline Hatter's bed. For one thing, I can see my daughter has put Dexter Charming on top of the dollhouse. How nice. For one thing, Madeline's bed is so large that it takes up half the room that she and Kitty share. And for another thing, my husband has been saying that her bed has been an eyesore for weeks now. So the good news is that I don't have to start everything from scratch. I can reuse these teacup pillows, which I like, and that means I will also be using the same flocked felt for her comforter. In the old bed, I had this tea bag I created for her, but I don't know if I will use that in the new bed. I did get some of the same flocked felt from Michaels under the Creatology brand, and then on Etsy I found this cool piece of fabric that has the Disney Alice in Wonderland theme. I chose this because the colors are very appropriate for Madeline Hatter. There's a lot of turquoise and fuchsia that I think will complement her. This is the Hat-tastic Madeline, but I think you can see from the comparison that the fabric really does go nicely with her. So I took a smooth foam block and I hot glued the Alice in Wonderland fabric to the smooth foam block so that it would look like a bed with a sheet on it. And then I started on the footboard, which I intended to look like the Mad Hatter's top hat, and drew it on a piece of cardboard and cut it out. And then my little 4-year-old daughter painted it with me, which is why some of the lines are not perfect. But I don't think Madeline Hatter would mind. She's crazy and zany anyway. And then I drew out a very tall headboard. The idea was to have a bunch of jumbled up teacups and at the very top a teapot pouring tea into them. However, when I tried to measure this and put this in the shelf, it wouldn't fit. It's more than 18 inches tall. So what I decided to do was to cut the teapot apart from the cups, and my plan is going to be to hot glue it behind the jumble of cups so that we can shave off a few inches off of the top. It can still look like a teapot pouring tea. So I painted the teacups in colors that I thought would also suit Madeline, and I then painted the teapot pouring tea in colors that I thought would suit her purse, the basic doll's purse. And again, the plan is to hot glue this together to create a wild, zany, crazy headboard. Before I get onto the comforter, I want to tell everyone about the hazards of hot glue. I don't know if you can see it on my thumb, which has paint all over it, that I burned myself. So kids, if you're using hot glue, please be careful and make sure your parents know about it. To make the comforter, I hot glued the good side of the flock felt to the good side of the Alice in Wonderland fabric on 3 sides, pulled everything inside out, and hot glued the 4th side. My plan is to put this comforter on her bed and fold back the top margin. And now it's time to create her bed. I've hot glued on the footboard and the headboard. Let me see if I can get a whole shot in of the headboard. So it's a bit flimsy and wobbly at the top. I hope it holds up. And now it is time to make her bed. First come the teacup pillows. There goes the fuchsia one, and here's the pink one. And now comes her comforter. And I'm going to fold back the top so it looks like a sheet underneath her comforter. And now the bed is ready for Madeline. Putting it into her room with Kitty was an interesting exercise because it was too tall to be on the other side of the room from Kitty. So I moved it into the middle, and I moved her Hat-tastic tea set to the far side. And this way Madeline and Kitty can whisper to each other at night, and in the morning go and enjoy breakfast at her Hat-tastic tea party set. I think it suits Madeline quite well. What do you guys think? I would love to hear your comments and feedback below, and I would love for you to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.